Sigma guys typically don't take their time making snap judgments about others. Their main focus in life is on themselves, and they rarely become engaged in other people's affairs. A Sigma male will occasionally pause to take note of someone he considers particularly amazing. Since it's difficult to gain a Sigma male's respect or adoration, when it does, it's a notable event. Of course, everyone is different, but there are a few particular things that stick out as being especially impressive to those with the Sigma male mindset. To find out just what these special occasions are, stick around because we're going to be discussing the most effective ways to impress a Sigma male. Be authentic. Sigma males have no time for the kind of activity that most people put on to impress those around them. Sigma males operate as the lone wolves of society, lying outside the bounds of the social dominance hierarchy. They don't feel the need to impress others or win favor in the eyes of their peers for validation. They can also see right through the people around them when they are not being authentic. A Sigma male will be able to tell straight away if someone is being disingenuous with him and putting on an act just to get ahead. This kind of inauthentic behavior is deeply off-putting to Sigmas, and an easy way to win their respect is to simply be authentic with them. Do what you love. Sigmas are extremely committed to living a life they enjoy. Their drive in life is centered around pursuing their passions, and they are persistent in doing so, which contributes to the fact that they are often successful in their endeavors. As it's something they find so important for themselves to achieve, Sigma males find it particularly impressive when someone truly follows the calling of what they love to do. Sigma males tend to admire those who are unapologetic about the things they love, and aren't afraid to face judgment or backlash for following their passions. Be consistent. Sigma males like to be able to depend on the people they get to know. They value when they can recognize this core in another person since they like to cultivate a strong feeling of the inner self. Sigmas like to maintain consistency and authenticity at all times rather than changing who they are to match the circumstances. Sigma males therefore greatly appreciate a person who can also be consistent and true to themselves at all times, not swayed by whoever they happen to be surrounded by at that given moment. Flaky people and fair-weather friends won't win much respect from the perspective of a Sigma male. Hard work. The Sigma masculine worldview is based on two fundamental principles: hard effort and dedication. They put all of their efforts into working hard because they are so committed to achieving their passions. Typically, Sigma males are dead set on hitting their targets and are never known to be found slacking. A Sigma male is immediately impressed by someone who has a strong sense of work ethic. Sigmas don't tend to be too fond of collaborating or working with others, but those who display a goal-oriented mindset and strong work ethic are far more likely to find themselves on the same team as a Sigma as opposed to those who look for the easy way out of things. Respect yourself. Male Sigmas live primarily for themselves. They value others who are capable of doing so for themselves and put a lot of effort and thought into being the best they can be. Keeping up a decent physical and academic routine, remaining alert, and practicing mindfulness are all examples of displaying self-respect that receive immediate points from a Sigma. Someone who exudes a lot of respect will undoubtedly be more alluring to any Sigma they come across, since Sigmas want to see that individuals take themselves seriously and take good care of themselves. Don't be a people pleaser. Sigmas don't live to please others and don't understand those who do. They only do the things in life that they truly believe are worthy of their time, and uphold their values. Sigmas instantly feel disconnected from people who they can see are pure pleasers, and like when they can see that a person has a sense of backbone. Sticking up for himself is a natural part of being a Sigma male, and is a behavior that he can recognize and respect when he sees it in someone else. If a Sigma male thinks of someone as being a total pushover, he is unlikely to place much trust or responsibility in them. Admit when you're wrong. When it comes to their errors, Sigma guys are brutally honest with themselves. They enjoy using whatever errors they make to evaluate their performance and determine what they need to improve on. Failures are not seen as failures by Sigmas, rather, they are seen as learning. A Sigma guy finds it particularly unsettling when he observes that someone is utterly unwilling to rectify their defects or blunders because of this. Those who identify as Sigma guys are aware that this is a fear-based, immature strategy that ultimately serves to hold us back by keeping us from facing reality. Sigmas will instantly be impressed by anyone who has enough guts to admit when they are wrong and get straight to the task of making things right. Focus on growth. In the universe of a Sigma male, growth is a value that is of extremely high importance. Sigmas will try anything to prevent themselves from experiencing any kind of stagnation in their lives. Being reflective thinkers by nature, they use this ability to evaluate their actions and pinpoint areas for development. Sigma males are motivated by seeing a growth-oriented mindset in the people around them, and a Sigma male will instantly admire someone open to change. Be adventurous. Risk-taking and seeking adventure are two things that come naturally to Sigma males. They are naturally curious about the world around them and love to try out new experiences and explore new ideas. They are always willing to throw themselves into the unknown if they think it might be an opportunity to gain new insight or experience. This adventurous zeal is something that Sigma males admire when they see other people, as it encourages them to be as open as possible to life opportunities. Ask good questions. The innate intelligence a Sigma guy exhibits is one of his well-known traits. Male Sigmas are renowned for having a razor-sharp sense of humor and never skipping a beat. They love to study and value others who can help them do so, which feeds their innate intellect. A Sigma man is very impressed by someone who can ask good questions that bring up intriguing aspects and get right to the heart of a subject. Sigma males often find themselves intellectually bored when engaging with other people, so someone who can bring good questions to the table, and make the Sigma think, is someone a Sigma is bound to respect. Be direct. Sigmas are infamous for not caring about the small conversation. As loners, they don't care about chit-chatting only to maintain appearances because they are introverts who find superfluous socializing tiresome. Everyone would just get right to the point and do away with the entire farce of small conversation if they got their way. When it comes to social connection, Sigma males are fascinated by people who can speak clearly and concisely. A Sigma male simply sees this as the sensible course of action to save everyone's time and effort. Deal well with complexity. Sigma males have a complex way of perceiving the world and are especially good at identifying and analyzing patterns in the world that others might not see. They like to challenge their analytical skills, and often find themselves grappling with complex topics. Even though they are not renowned for being particularly social, Sigma males love to debate and discuss with others. This is only true, however, when the other person can grasp ideas with the same level of complexity that the Sigma male does. Finding an intellectual equal is both impressive and exciting for Sigma males, as they at last have someone with whom they can get into the nitty-gritty and have conversations that they find truly valuable. Be prepared for anything. Sigma males dislike being taken by surprise by their surroundings or circumstances. They try their best to constantly be ready for the unexpected, and they value it when others in their vicinity do the same. The presence of people they know is unprepared for what life has to offer causes Sigma guys to feel uneasy because it could later cause issues for them. A Sigma feels more at ease and is typically impressed when they perceive that someone else has considered all the possible outcomes and has prepared for themselves a plethora of possibilities. Always give 100%. Sigma males do nothing by half measures. When they set their mind on something, they go in 100%. Their high success rate, in both personal and professional areas of life, is largely down to this give everything you've got attitude. Nothing impresses a Sigma male more than to see someone giving whatever they're doing in life 100% of their dedication and integrity. How to deal with a Sigma male. A Sigma male is so aloof that you might doubt if this will work at all. However, it's time to get rid of negative thoughts. Be confident about yourself. And believe that you are the coolest of the lot. You'll eventually respect and be yourself. Which is the greatest way to show him that you're a worthy one. The Sigmas can be a handful at times. So, don't be intimidated while you follow these. Avoid placing any obligations on him. Sigma men dislike making commitments to others or taking charge of huge organizations. They aspire to live in peace and freedom, just like a bird. The lone wolf is not interested in being drawn back by anything. So, if you can, let him be autonomous. Of course, it's okay if such folks are unable to rely on others. For instance, until someone else can handle it, he cannot avoid family responsibilities. However, if you are his boss at work and there are better candidates to be the team leaders, fire him. Let the poor guy enjoy himself, he wants to be alone. Don't control him with unjustified rules. Sigma men don't care about rules, regulations, or traditions that are followed without reason. The lone wolves often seek reasons behind rules. But when they can't find any, they have the urge to violate these rules and find out what can go wrong. These curious beings can't be controlled with social shackles. So, don't even waste your time on it. Instead, let them explore and know more about the world. Even if the rules have a good reason, let them give it a shot, only if the consequences are minor. They can learn a lot from practical experience. Never challenge him to prove his worth. Men that exhibit Sigma male qualities are aware that they are only introverted alpha males. They are just as strong as them, but they don't want to brag. A Sigma man doesn't worry about showing his worth to other people because he already knows it. Therefore, it is useless to challenge him to prove himself. The Sigma male is unconcerned about praise or approval. Instead, he'll be offended and disregard you. So, Adjust your approach if you don't want to be forgotten forever, since this one would simply sour your relationship. Avoid being noisy around him. To Sigma male personality types, silence is the best gift you can give them. Whoa! Don't get me wrong, he doesn't want you to shut up. But he appreciates silence a lot, so don't unnecessarily create noise. If you're in a relationship with a Sigma male, take him on romantic and intimate dates to a mountain cabin or even at your home. If you're a friend, don't take him clubbing. Instead, spend time with him in a park. If you're a coworker, avoid unnecessary chit-chat. Keep him away from the spotlight. Don't urge the lone wolf to interact with people much because he dislikes it. Don't assume the worst of him if he frequently avoids parties. He finds socializing draining, and he detests meaningless small talk. He doesn't enjoy being the center of attention. His social abilities are also lacking. So, unless the occasion is extremely essential to you, let him go. Just assist him in avoiding the spotlight in that scenario. Find him a quiet area to relax in without drawing too much notice. Alternatively, if his appearance matters to you, stay with him the entire day. Steal the thunder whenever someone starts a conversation. He'll be very appreciative. Don't discuss trends with him. Another of the unique traits of a Sigma male is his lack of touch with social media. He doesn't follow any kind of trends regarding appearance, clothes, food, or even about social presence. He knows trends keep changing and sticks to his ways. So, don't expect him to enthusiastically contribute to a trendy topic. If you still blabber about it, he'll feel you guys have nothing in common and avoid you for good. Let's say, you introduce him to another close friend. But they start discussing the latest trends. Entertain them for a moment and tactfully divert the topic. Otherwise, your Sigma man won't ever go out with you to meet your friends. Whatever you can, learn from him. An alpha male and a Sigma male are similar. Furthermore, he excels in several areas above an alpha. You can learn a lot from him because of his influence and his intelligence, confidence, and intuition, among other qualities. Approach a Sigma male if you don't already know him or if he's nearby. Tell him you think he's cool and that you want him to stay. Asking him to become your disciple is a bad idea since he despises accountability. Instead, simply spend time with him and pay attention to his methods. Watch and pick up tips to get better. Don't expect him to compromise without benefits. If you know a Sigma male in a formal platform like school or work, never expect too much from him. He's pretty lenient towards his inner circle but not others. Especially, don't ask him to compromise unless he can gain something. Even if you plead with him, he won't make a special concession for you. In short, he won't let people take advantage of him. So before approaching him, think of a good deal or don't expect anything at all. Criticize him constructively. A Sigma male knows that he's not perfect. He's aware of his flaws and wants to work on himself. If anyone points out his genuine flaws or advises him, he's more than happy to accept them. He doesn't get defensive and is a realist about this. So, whenever you have complaints with him, only use constructive criticism. Don't try to crush his spirits or he'll get the wrong vibes and become wary about you. Constructive criticism won't send the wrong signals. He'll know you're a well-wisher and be open to your ideas. Treat everyone equally. The Sigma male doesn't care about the social hierarchy. Whether you're an alpha, beta, his boss, or a waiter, he'll treat you the same. He doesn't care about social status at all. He despises any system that treats some special while ignoring the other. Since he believes in equality, make sure you practice the same. Don't treat a service worker like a slave if you take him on a date. If you're a coworker, treat the canteen employees respectfully. He can't stand injustice. And once he's offended, he doesn't spare a second glance. So, to not get ignored for a lifetime, mind your manners. Say it if you're in trouble. Even when you think everything is going according to plan, things occasionally go otherwise. A Sigma male is aware of this. Imagine that you are his subordinate and you made a mistake that you are accountable for. Tell him about the situation without hesitation. He is generally forgiving and understanding of minor slip-ups. So, be truthful and explain. Even though you are at fault, he won't yell at you. He will instead concentrate on the crisis. Focus and let the negativity go because this will be a fantastic chance to learn from him. Discuss before he takes risks. Sigma males flirt with danger regularly. He's more infatuated with risks than his lover. Yes, he becomes a handful when he has his sudden whims. But he usually takes calculated risks. Of course, as a Sigma male says, mistakes happen. And you have every right to interfere if you depend on him. If your Sigma male boss takes sudden risks, you can't say much. But if your Sigma male family member does it and he's the only earning member, go ahead. But wait. Don't talk in absolutes like you always do this. Instead, communicate with an open mind. Put forth your worries and ask about his plans regarding the off chances. Calmly express yourself and you can stop him from taking major risks. Don't assume he needs assistance. The independence of Sigma men is their true love. They don't want to imitate others and they desire to be independent. They want to act as their leader. So don't offer a helping hand, even if he seems to be having trouble. He typically has a strong sense of motivation to carry out his ideas. However, if he's in a pickle, he can also be unhappy. He might view your assistance as a slight. To maintain a distance, watch on him. Go ahead and assist if necessary. But not before. Let the lone and self-reliant king enjoy his pride. Never force him to expand his circle. If you know a Sigma male personally, you know he likes to keep his social circle tight and cozy. This is to avoid any unnecessary drama of having a big community. And to look out for enemies in the vicinity. He's also not into socializing as it exhausts him. So, you'll often see him lazing in solitude. However, people often mistake him for being lonely. They think he needs a companion and start to chat with him. They even drop them uncalled for advice to make friends. He won't get angry if you do that. But he's pretty tired of it. If you want to stay close and know him better, that's the last thing to do. Keep his self-motivation in check. The lone wolf is always motivated despite his troubles. That's usually a great thing. Wondering why this is even on the list? Well, sometimes, his motivation might go way out of hand. He might stubbornly chase his dreams without considering the available resources or time. He's usually aware of everything, but his stubbornness might take the better of him. So, when he fails and pushes through, silently calculate how many times he can go at it more. Don't tell him anything about it. However, when he's close to using all the attempts, communicate about it.